Hello boys, so I needed to make this video because I have been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 for a while now. I've got 25 hours, 26 hours in the game and almost 10 or 15 of them were played on a first run. The problem is, why only a first run? Did you finish the game in 15 hours? No, the game is probably 60 or 80 hours long, hopefully as long as the first one was. But while in the first one there was such a freedom, you were able to do all sorts of things basically. The second one, I feel like it's more on a set of rails, which is fine. I know there were a lot of game-breaking bugs or game-breaking mechanics in the first one, so if you put people more on a bunch of rails, they don't, they cannot sway too much, and so your game stays not broken basically. Except that, as in the first game, there's a mechanic called trust basically. You could have a bad reputation with them, and so they will be more aware of you. You will receive more insults in the streets, and probably if you try to trade, you will get higher prices for everything you'll require, which is a great mechanic. It's in the first one as well, so I was familiar with it. There is a main village. Okay, yeah, there's Troskowitz. Sorry, it's the city I am looking for, and there are a couple of villages nearby. Except that those villages technically are still under the same, let's say, jurisdiction as in Troskowitz, because they have the same bailiff. And there are another 4 villages called Nebakov, Semin, Zelezhov, and Tachov. And for my first walkthrough, I only stood around Zelezhov, Troskowitz, and Tachov. In Tachov, you can get a job at the blacksmith, and because of my past, in the first game you were technically raised by a blacksmith. I wanted to take on that job because I could do that quite easily. Except that in this game you start with nothing, because at the beginning let's say you lose everything. So I had to rebuild obviously a reputation, because everybody expected me to be a peasant, and I also needed to gain money and also obviously a reputation. But because in Troskowitz you immediately start not even finishing the first job, that you are already in a fight, in a brawl, your reputation is low. It starts uphill basically. But the main problem is that there you can easily get your reputation high up. The problem was that, let's say I helped a nomads camp. There's a nomads camp in this game. You help them through a secondary mission. I help them out. I go to Semin, free up somebody from their family. Okay, sure. Maybe that was, against my reputation, at least with the Semin population, because I freed up someone who was in jail. Except that I technically freed him up through the front door, because I spoke with the guard, and because I had a high up charisma, I could speak through him, and he said, okay, I'll let you go in and set him free. So technically I should partially be hated, because I got let through into the prison to free that guy, that nomad. And then we go into a lumberjack camp to free up his brother dead body that was tied to a tree. And I give them money because I don't want to lose a reputation, and they start a brawl. Because once again, this game is all made up of brawls. It's like, I didn't put my main perks on fist fighting, but if I could go back, I would have. And so I do that, and I lose reputation once again, which is okay. I'm getting positive reputation with the nomads, so it's like a balanced thing. I don't care. So I do everything with the nomads. We bury the brother. There's a his father, mother there for the funeral, etc., etc. They brought me back to their camps, and now I'm hated. I need to give them money for something I did because I broke something or whatever, but I didn't do anything. I didn't get into the camp at all, basically. I went into the camp to get the quest, then I left, helped their family out, and then now they hate me because, I don't know, I just follow what they told me to do. There was a cutscene, I go back to their camp in the cutscene, and now they hate me because what? And that's what bothered me. That at one point I had such a bad reputation while doing anything, not whatsoever. I didn't steal anything. I didn't punch anybody that I wasn't deliberately told to do in a mission or whatever. And still people were mad at me, like everywhere. And it's not a problem. I went to Troskowitz, I did something bad, so now the Troskowitz population are mad at me. No, I went to Tachov. Actually, sorry, I went to Semin, I helped the nomads, and now everyone is mad at me. Like, everyone. Semin, Troskowitz, Zelezhov, Tachov, and even the nomads camp. What the fuck did I do? Nothing. So when I went back to Tachov, nobody was willing to help me. I helped the blacksmith. There was a cart or something, so I hope that will give me good rep. But then he said something that I stole something, but I wasn't. Once again, I didn't do shit. So they started hating me, and he started following me around. So then I escaped to Zelezhov, which everyone hated me, but I helped a guy making jokes or stealing stuff for him, because at that point I said, fuck it, let's do it. And so I started getting hate from Tachov even more, to the point that were red as fuck. But at least I was getting good reputation with Zelezhov. Then I helped Zelezhov finding out about how much of a territory was there versus Tachov. I went to Troskowitz. I spoke to the bailiff. He told me to read a book. I read the book. I went to the place. I knew the solution. And then every fucking body started hating me. Even Troskowitz. If I entered Troskowitz, they were saying I needed to get in prison for no reason at all whatsoever. I paid the fine. I went back to Tachov because now I needed to just go forward with the main quest, basically with the blacksmith. And in Tachov, everybody hated me. And so I don't know, I gave up. I couldn't go forward with the main quest. I went mad. I killed everyone in fucking Tachov. Everyone. And then the only solution was the blacksmith hated me, obviously. I killed everyone in there, but it was unkillable because it's like protected or something. So the only way I could save myself from him was to either die or to surrender. But if I surrender, it will bring me to Troskowitz, and in Troskowitz they will just hang me. Just that. There were no other way. Everybody hated me for no fucking reason. Because yes, I killed everyone in Tachov, but why in Nebakov or Semin everybody would hate me? They don't know who I am. Because I had a lot of stealth and I had a knife, so I will just go around behind them, kill them, and nobody will notice me doing it. Except that the blacksmith somehow knew I was that guy. So that's what I hated, because for no reason, and I think it's a bug or something, because it happened to me even in the second time I restarted. If you do something out of the ordinary or even in the ordinary for no fucking reason, they might hate you in Semin because, I don't know, maybe you slept in the wrong bed or whatever. Sure, I'll pay you 25 groschen, it's done. They hate you there for no reason because I paid you my fine is paid, I'm clear. Maybe you can hate me, you person in particular, but not everyone is same in. But then why the fuck does everybody hates me? Once again, as I said in the quest for the Nomads camp, I did everything correctly. I understand if the same in people can hate me because I freed up someone who was, you know, in prison or in jail or whatever. But technically, I spoke through with my charisma that imprisonment. Like, I didn't illegally free them up. I convinced them to free them up. Okay, maybe it was only the guard, sure. Then Samin can hate me. But why the fuck the nomads hated me? The main brother that stayed alive, he said, oh, you can come whenever you want, I can teach you stuff, you can sleep in this bed, whatever the fuck. And I couldn't sleep in the bed because they hated me. Why? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. And it's wrong because the first game was perfect in that term. Yes, I waited a lot to play it because in the beginning it was buggy as hell, and maybe this is a problematic we are having as well in this game. The game is not technically fully finished, but it doesn't make sense that it isn't fully finished because it's the same game as the first one with some, as I said, rails to guide you, to guide you better and to not allow you, you know, to break the game too much. But at the same fucking time, it has mechanics that were simplified a lot, even the fighting mechanic, which once again, I have problems with it because there is a fucking wedding, and I played it in the second run, of course, because in the first one I stopped before. But you need access to this wedding. I get access to this wedding, and there's a fighting arena. I go into the fighting arena. I'm a good fighter. I fight. I win the first one. I lose the second one. Why do I lose the second one? Because I got hit once, and I lost all my health. All my health. I probably hit him 8 to 10 times. I got hit once, and I lost. Why the fuck? How the fucking... How? And not only that, but most of the fucking times I went to the Nomads camp, there's a guy that you have to fight against. And once again, he hits me once, even if I got good armor, like very good armor, and I still lose in one shot. That doesn't make any sense because I hit people 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, even 12 times with a fucking sword, a real sword, and they don't die. I got hit twice or once and I go down. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know if my armor is broken because it's not. I don't know if it's actually bugged out or whatever, but it doesn't make sense. Plus, the story right now, it's shit because the beginning, obviously, it's just the beginning. You get there, you get assaulted, you lose everything, whatever. But from then on, every single thing is a brawl. This is a fucking brawl game. I go to a wedding, I do everything correctly, and I get into a brawl, so I got arrested. I go to Torskovitz, I lost everything, I want to work, I want to get a nice life, I get into a brawl. I go to Zelejov, I want to help them settling this thing out. What the settling is? A brawl. What the fuck is this story, dude? Like, what the fuck? Is everything a fucking brawl? Then you go into the Trotsky Castle, finally, you get arrested for no fucking reason. There's only one other guy arrested for no fucking reason because we thought like there was a 7v7 or a 8v8 at the fucking wedding. And technically I was innocent because I was consoling the newlyweds, the wife or whatever, fuck the bride, because her new husband just fled in 2 minutes after the fucking marriage. A drunk guy started punching me, we got into a brawl, sure, but nobody fucking listens to me. I didn't do anything, but still I go into fucking prison. What the fuck? With him, sure, but why 3 guys out of the 8? Or 12 that we were, because it was like an 8v8, I think, or 7v7. It was like a huge brawl. And plus, in the fucking Torsky castle, there's like you have to save Capone by curing whatever the fuck. I couldn't do that because I managed by sneaking around, sure, but I couldn't just make a potion for the chancellor or whatever the fuck it's called, because as soon as I talked to him, he hated the guts of me, because for some reason everybody thinks I'm a fucking cunt, except that I never, especially in the second walkthrough, I made sure I never stole anything, because I don't know, maybe I didn't realize I stole something, whatever, in the first one, so everybody started hating me, but I didn't. I remember I never did that. So in the second one, I was fucking sure, I made sure I didn't do anything illegal, and still everybody fucking hated me. Everybody. It doesn't make sense because I enjoyed this game. I got 26 hours. It's not a small amount, but it doesn't make sense most of the times. It has problems that I think needs to be fixed. I hope it's just because it's a early release or whatever, but there are problems in this game. I tried to help many times, many people, and there were still two difficult things. Like, there were so many things that were going against me for no reason. There are so many secondary missions that I did that for some reason bugged out, were too difficult for me to come to finish up for no reason, because like there's a secondary mission, you have to help a drunk guy, save him from a pack of wolves, then get his horse back, whatever the fuck. But his horse got stolen by a bandits camp, so you get into the bandits camp, you can either try to sneak up on them or whatever, or you can kill them all. I did that, and then I died for no reason, so I did it again, but I couldn't kill them all because for whatever reason, after I started punching and using my sword or whatever, I took 2 hits, as I said before, with good armor, because it was their fucking armor. I killed the first guy, get the armor, kill the second guy, get the armor, and whatever. And still, it wasn't, if I took 2 fucking hits with the sword, I will die. I think that was a bug, that's why I restarted the first run, because it was buggy as hell in every single sense. And it's not because I had low vitality, didn't get perks, I got everything. I even went from Tachov to Zelezov by foot with overbearing, so I had like 17 strength, so I was a fucking tank. And still I was dying too easily, and everybody hated me. Like, I will help a fucking grandma cross the street, and she will turn around, punch me in the face, and tell me, fuck off. Why? I hate it. I got 26 minutes in this game, and I replayed probably the same fucking mission 12,000 times. I hate this. Oh yeah, and the saving system. Like, there's a quest where you have to save your dog or whatever, you have to find him again, but when you find him, it's in the middle of 1500s, I don't know how many there were, dogs or wolves, sorry. In that mission, I swear to God, it's a long mission because you have to speak with a lot of people, trace their steps back, dog, whatever the fuck, it's like 20-30 minutes of a mission. I got there, we saved him, there's a bunch of wolves attacking me, which dogs and wolves are the most annoying enemy there is, because they attack you with no logic. They go through walls. If there are rocks nearby, especially when I try to save that nomads between the rocks formation in Apollonia, it will keep eating the fucking rocks or whatever. So the only thing I could do is dodge and parry their attacks. But they bugged out once again, another bug. That's why I'm telling you, I hated the first run. In fact, in the second one, I still haven't helped my fucking dog because I don't care at this point. But the problem was that in the first one, I tried to fight one of their dogs. It bit me because once again, you parry against one and there's another attacking you at the same time, and you don't really have to have the time to counter that. And I got launched back when the dog stopped beating me. The wolf, sorry, stopped beating me, and I dropped into the fucking cliff because for some reason it's nearby a cliff. But I wasn't nearby the cliff. It's just that when the dog stopped biting me, I went back, but not like I did this. No, I got launched back and then I fall down like, those cartoons where the guy stays in the air until he realizes is in the air and then falls down. That's what happened to me. I was in the air. I tried to run, but it couldn't, and then he fell down and I died. And I lost 30 minutes of it. But I spoke to many people. I did many checkpoints. Technically, there should have been checkpoints of the said quest, but no checkpoints, no saves. This game saves. Sometimes it saves 3 times in a row. Sometimes it doesn't save for half an hour, which doesn't make sense. Once again, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I've been rambling probably for half an hour, but I needed to speak about this game because there are so many things that I like. Gambling, lovely. I played dice. I probably lost only 3 times and it never mattered. I'm very good at dice. So there are a lot of other things. I think the fighting mechanic is good. It's pretty rewarding, especially if you die in 2 fucking shots because you have to be perfect there. But that doesn't make sense, obviously. I think it's a bug. I think it is a bug, sorry, because I'm not struggling that much in this secondary run. But it's a secondary run. I had to replay a lot of this fucking game. As I said, probably 12 hours lost, and now I'm 26 and I'm so much further because I couldn't progress. I don't know what happened. I hope this game gets fixed because it's a lovely game. It's very similar to the first one, except I still prefer the first one. And I think they need to fix this mechanics of reputation and trust, because it's ridiculous that if I do something across the map, everybody knows it and everybody hates me. That doesn't make any sense. But I've been rambling. I'm sorry. I needed to speak. This will be a bonus video. I don't care. It's not going to be counted in the 22 I need to release this year, but I will probably make a review at the end of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Except that for now I'll probably slow down the pace because I've been playing 26 hours in about a week or even less, which is a lot. And I'm not gonna do that anymore because they need to fix some stuff. So until they fix some of the stuff, I'm not gonna continue. But I spoke too much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!